The light in this. I don't know if the light's too bright or what's going on in this studio. I'm too white. And I don't look good being so white. You know what I mean? I need a little darkness in my skin.
Definitely.
Good Lord. Look at it. I almost look like somebody suffering from vitiligo or so. I almost look like a I can't remember the word I'm looking for, but
ghosts.
No, there's no ethnicity in my skin. What's going on here?
I don't know.
There's too much light shining on me or something.
Oh, definitely.
You're too white.
Yeah, don't I look very white?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Look like I don't know. I don't know if I gotta turn the light down or what I gotta do, but God damn.
No, that didn't change much.
No, I don't know what it is. It's just too dark. I don't maybe I got too. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
That's better.
Because I had two monitors on.
Oh.
And the one monitor was making my face. I mean, trust me that, there's white and then there's, good Lord, it was like absence of pigment of all kinds. I don't know what was happening there. I look like someone dead. You know what I mean? I look like someone dead and someone didn't tell the embalmer he's Hispanic. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And so he put the makeup on. It's too white. Oh, God. So the poor people go to the funeral and they go, "Who the fuck is this? Who is this guy?" Like, he looks nothing like this. We came to see a dead guy. That looks like nobody we know. It's like they put white cake makeup on and just, oh well. There was absence of pink or absence of brown. There was nothing on there. There was no color of any kind in that face. It made me think that I was dead. Oh well. Anyway, good morning. Here we are. Just getting the day started. I got to tell you, I'm so sick of bad news. I'm so sick of it.
I bet.
Bad news every fucking day. I'm just sick of it.
Yeah.
I had that COVID, you know what I mean? Which made me feel like shit.
Yep.
Now I'm starting to get over the COVID, and all I do is I get bad news every day.
Yep.
We're looking for a place to live.
I saw that. I'm sorry to hear that.
Buddy. I mean, what the hell?
Sucks.
And they tell us on the last month or the last day of the month.
Right? A little heads up would have been nice.
Well, the whole thing is, I guess they were trying to get hold of us. I guess that they tried to get hold of us last week because we live in Leland Grove in this nice, beautiful home. I love where we live, but it's owned by whoever owns it. I don't even know the name of the owner, but it's run by a management company out of, I don't know where the hell it's out of, but they're the ones who run it. And so they had called and they called and, but my wife couldn't call them back. She had COVID. You know what I mean? We had COVID. So there was, so she was trying to get hold of them. And then they, she had talked to them beginning of last month, and said, "Hey, listen, our lease is up at the end of this month. So let us know let us know that, how the hell, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let us know when we sign the new lease and all this stuff. And so they called and they said, yeah, well, the rent's going to go up to blah, blah, blah a month.
Right.
It's just like, oh my God, they're going to put the rent of this place over $2,000 a month.
Ooh.
Which, you can't afford that. By the way, they'll get it. They'll easily get it. They'll easily get this rent. It's a nice place.
It's a nice house. Yeah.
But it's too nice for us. I'm fine. I love living here, but we don't use half the house. We don't use half the house. So, yeah, sucks. I think it's time to buy a house. I really do. So,
yeah.
Tell my wife we
tell you to get out.
We gotta fucking buy a house. Yeah, maybe it's time to buy one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So anyway, then we find out that we don't have a lease. As of today, we have no lease. So somehow we got to find a place to live. And I don't know when they're letting us, when they will tell us we're out.
Right.
So
Damn.
It's just a bunch of bullshit. So now we got to figure all this out. Oh, man. Yeah. So now we got to figure it out. I'm serious. I told Christina, I was joking last night with Christina, and she said, "Hey, let me know." She goes, "I'll start looking for a house for you guys." And I said, "No, fuck it. No, I'm gonna go live with Steve and Shelly."
We got apartments open.
Yeah, I said I'll go live in one of those apartments. It's all one bedroom or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Steve's place is all one bedroom. It's all shitty
Yep.
little. I mean, I'm sure they're nice, but you know what I mean.
The one up front's getting all new carpet, all new linoleum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was like, screw it. I don't know where the hell the rest of the family's going to live, but I'm going to go live with Steve and Shelly.
Yeah. I
That way
respond back.
Shelly's-
Oh, Lord.
That way Shelly's got the mail taken care of every
There
day.
you
She'll
go.
bring it back. Harry, I got your mail. I found your mail for you. I figured I'd bring it by.
Here's your package.
Harry, here's your package. Yeah.
Hey, you can have pets here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I got this. I got to tell you, I'm ready to get rid of these. I'm ready. I'm looking down at my feet. I got this friggin' pet dog. You know what I mean? This dog's ready. This dog's ready to go. And then
whatever.
last night, I got to tell you, last night, my wife's saying, well, because yesterday, I don't know, my wife had some places yesterday. This is all ready to look at, right? So my daughter went and looked at places yesterday, right? And then I'm talking to my wife about, there's one my daughter said, it's a really nice place. That's the one we should take. I said, all right. So I drove by it and it seemed to look nice. And then my wife comes home from work and I'm talking to her about it. I go, yeah, that seems like a nice place. And she goes, well, there's the main bedroom, which would be our bedroom. And then there's another bedroom that's basically across the hall from it, or, whatever. And that would be your studio. And I go, oh, that's great. So the distance between my bedroom and studio is nice and short. So
Right.
that would make, for some rough mornings, that would make it very nice.
Yeah.
But then there's the living room. I go, oh, the room where we do some living is the living room that you're talking about. She goes, yes. But then it's there and it's right next to Bella's room. And I go, okay.
Oh,
Well, I know how after the show you sit in the living room. And I said, you mean I get ready to work out? I go in the living room. All right. I do the show now. I go in the living room and, I put my shoes on and stuff for workout. But then I also try to meditate a little bit.
Right.
Which most days turns into heavy breathing, turns into just one of my cats laying on me and me taking like a 15-minute nap. My wife goes, well, I have a problem with you doing that. I go, why? I go, what? She goes, well, your daughter needs to sleep. And I go, what the fuck?
Oh my
what the hell? I go, well, why wouldn't she be able to sleep with me sitting in my living room?
Right.
And then we wouldn't be able to stay up too late watching television. I go, what in the fuck are you talking about?
My God.
And she's describing, well, our daughter needs her sleep. I go, how much is she going to be fucking sleeping? Jesus.
Wow.
God damn it. I'm so ready. Either I'm moving out or one of them's got to move out because I'm done. I'm just done. I don't want to argue anymore about stupid bullshit. Oh, God
Lord.
damn it. Just makes me crazy. And then she's worried about the bathroom. And I go, is there a bathroom in the bedroom that we're going to be using? Is there a bathroom? Yes. That's all I fucking care about. I don't give a shit if Bella has a bathroom in her room. Who gives a shit?
Make sure you have enough width so you don't have to just straddle.
You do the
You
hover.
can actually sit down.
Yes, exactly. But Bella went and looked at it and she said that wasn't an issue, so thank God. But she looked at this house. And there's been an issue in this house.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'll tell you, I get so sick of the fucking every time we move somewhere, which is every year with these people now. All they do is complain about me living in the fucking house. So I was half joking with Christina, but I'm serious. I was like, fuck
Lord.
it. I'll go get my own place. I don't give a fuck where you guys live. I don't give a fuck where you live because I'm going to get a fucking 1-bedroom apartment,
Huh? Just let me know. I'll
go live next door to Steve.
You don't even have to live next door. You can live in another building.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would
know.
be suggested. Just
I want to
from
live
the
somewhere.
smell.
Fuck you.
I'll be like, just give me give me the cat that likes me. You know what I mean?
That's all you need.
I just want the cat that likes me.
I think I counted. I think there's 5 units open in our building
Jesus.
or more.
Get that cheap rent Steve's got. Don't you have really cheap
yeah.
rent? You were saying? You're telling me he's got that real cheap rent because.
Oh yeah, it's based on your income.
Yeah, they go up. Yeah, by your income.
Oh shit!
Based on your income. Your income is close to mine, so your rent will be close to mine.
Yeah, shit.
We just started a new thing this month where we get a rebate on our rent. Because, a refund on our rent because the power is going up, so they're compensating for the utility bills.
A utility allowance.
Yeah, because we have to pay our own utility bill.
Well, I'll tell you, that's the other problem with my house is the fucking utility.
Oh,
Well,
The
AC wasn't on full blast all the time.
I have no idea what our CWLP bill is, but it's got to be insane. It's got to be insane. So I'm getting bitched at for stuff that isn't even my concern.
we have good internet, good cable.
Listen, if they could control the fucking air conditioner in this house, then we could pay whatever a month. I'm so fucking pissed off about we have to move again. I really am.
I don't blame you because
I'm
years-
really pissed off.
Yeah. It just sucked to have to move again.
Moving sucks.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate it. And I got to go through it again. I got to go through it every fucking year.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, fuck it. I'm buying my own house.
Huh?
And I don't care. It's about fucking time. When my wife's like, well, we got to worry about this. We got to worry. I go, Jesus Christ. How old is it? How old is that child of ours? Now we got to make sure that, gee.
Yeah.
So this one place they look at, my wife says, well, it has a kitchen, a dining room, an area to eat in the kitchen, a living room, 3 bedrooms, one of which will be our bedroom. Well, that's fucking obvious. One of which would be Bella's room. And then one will be a studio. And I'm like, God damn it. What the fuck? What in the fuck? What do we need all those bedrooms for then? Can't we save a little money moving down to a 2-bedroom? We can't have a 2-bedroom because then you try to do the show from a room that wakes up.
Oh,
You wake up Belle in the room. And I'd be like, Jesus, doesn't that boyfriend love her? Is it about time they move out and get their own place?
Right?
Damn. Yeah, yeah. She's 21 and ill, and she's sick all the time. So, yeah. So I don't know. It makes me crazy. It makes me see. I moved out when I was 17. I went to college. And so I moved to college, and then I came home. When I came back from college for Christmas break, I had nowhere to live. Like I literally moved away to college. Okay. And then when I came back, my mother had already given my bedroom away.
Damn.
So one of my brothers was living in it. I had nowhere to stay. And I was like, well, where am I going to live? Oh, I don't know. And I was talking to my siblings. I go, what? Yeah, I don't know where you're going to live. I'll be like, well, I'm living somewhere in this fucking house. I'll tell you that. I said, I want to be home a month. Jesus. So I just, it sucked. And what I did is I slept on the couch. I slept, finally I went to my brother that had taken the room downstairs, okay, in the basement of my mother's house. My brother who had taken, I went in there and I said, fuck it, I'm moving in today. And he goes, what? I go, I'm moving into this room. And I said, so you better convert it into a fucking 2-person room. And he goes, oh, okay. And so I went away. I went with a friend. A friend of mine was going to junior college back home. So I come back from Kansas City, right?
Uh-huh.
And I have nowhere to live in my mother's house. I'm 17 years old. So I had nowhere to live. So I went to my brother that lived in the basement, and I told him, I said, this is where I'm going to live. And he goes, all right, cool. I'll get you, he goes, I'll get you a bed. And I said, figure it out. Now he was in high school, supposedly, at the time. And I said, well, fucking fix it. 'Cause I don't know how the hell this is gonna work. And so I went with my friend down to junior college he went to. And he went to classes and stuff, and I hung out with I hung out in the quad and walked around the college and hit on women and all that stuff.
Yeah.
By the time I got home, I had walked back in that house, and I had a place to sleep set up. My brother set up a place to sleep in the basement. So I had a place where I could at least put my luggage,
Right.
for me to stay. Because the plan was I was home, and then I was going to have to go back to college in January, you know what I mean, for start of the new semester.
Right.
So I had a place to live by the time I came home from visiting my friend at his school. So that was nice. And then eventually, some friends and I got our own trailer to live in. So because I eventually transferred to the school that my friend had taken me to, because when I went down there, I walked around, I found the radio part of that school, and I talked to the instructor, and he talked about to find out if my scholarship could be transferred from the 4-year school I was going to. Not only could the scholarship be transferred, but everything else could be transferred too, which was nice because I got because I was going out of state to a private college, and the actual cost of school was covered with my scholarship, but the room and board, was
Right.
expensive, and only so much of my scholarship covered that. You know what I mean? Like I had to also have a fucking work study job, and I had to do all this shit in order to pay for room and board. Well, when I talked to, when I went to, my friend took me to college, to the junior college he went to this Lewis and Clark. It was community college in Alton area in Godfrey. And like I said, I walked into the radio program, and I really liked it. I was majoring in political science with a minor in communications when I was going to school in Kansas City. And I would switch to all radio broadcasting, which I loved. And when I went down there, they told me that I wouldn't even get on the college radio station. This is when I was going to school in Kansas City. They said I wouldn't even get on the college radio station until my senior year, which was complete and utter bullshit. I'm like, so I was 17, so I would have to be like 19 before I'd even get on the air. And then I started doing stand-up nights at the comedy, you know what I mean, at the club in Kansas City and all this stuff. And I went to political science class, or my political science classes. I loved them, but I didn't want to go to the math classes, and I didn't want to go to, you know what I mean. So when I went to the community college, I talked to the radio instructor and told him my situation. He's like, well, he goes, you can go right now and see if your scholarship would transfer. I'm like, what? They go, yeah, it's for vocal music. He said, yeah. He goes, we have a vocal music instructor. Just go sing for him, and he'll determine whether or not it could transfer. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah. So I walked down to the music department and sang for this guy. I told you that story before. The guy goes, he was like, oh, it's like, oh my God, that was fabulous. And he transferred. He was like, of course we'll transfer it. So they transferred over the scholarship, and I go, what about the difference? What about the difference in this compared to that? And because now I was talking to a state school, they said, well, I'd be eligible for the Pell for the Illinois grant or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, here was the deal. Here's the deal that I never told you guys about that. When they were adding up everything that I'd get. Like I went down to the, I don't know if it was the comptrollers or whatever the hell the office is in the,
Oh yeah, administrations.
yeah, the administration. There's an office there, and so I was talking to them about. And they said, well, this would transfer and this would transfer in the state of Illinois because you're this and that. They would transfer blah, blah, blah over. And I go, great. And then they transfer this over. And I go, well, excuse me. I'm looking at the number I'm getting now for my 4-year school in Kansas City. And I see over here the number of what I'd need to get into this school. I go, do you guys keep that difference? What the hell? And she goes, what? She goes, no. You're given. She goes, this is the money you are given. This is how much has to go to us to pay for you to go to school. And I go, who gets the difference? And the woman goes, well, you would get the difference. And I go, wait a minute. I get the difference. Would my mother get the difference? Who would get the difference? Well, that would go to you, sir. It's in your name. Everything's in your name. And they go, and when you turn 18,
No.
everything's going to go to you directly. And I go, wait a minute. Are you fucking with me here? And she goes, no. And I go, so my mother wouldn't even know?
Oh, shit.
Because here was the deal with me. Everything that I got went to my mother.
Right.
And she used it to pay for the other 5 kids, the other 5 fucking kids. You know what I mean? So 100% of what I got was going to them. You know, and then she would say, oh, well, this would go to blah, 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 blah. So in other words, when it trickled down to me, nothing would trickle down. Well, you're going to have to get a job and pay for blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, well, I'm fucking, I got to get a job. So I go and I talk to the school, and the girl goes, she goes, no, you turn 18, so all of this will go to you. And I go, would my mother even see it? They go, no, we'll send the check. The check will go to wherever you want it sent. And I go, holy shit. And I start looking at the numbers of how much money extra I would get. And I go, and this would come monthly or weekly. She goes, no, at the beginning of the semester,
Let's cut your check.
there's one big check that comes out to pay for everything. She goes, yeah. And you would have to, and I go, wait a minute. She goes, would I have to pay you? She goes, yeah, you could, or we could just have the money that we need sent directly to us. I go, do that. And I go, then the extra, she goes, the extra would be sent to you. And I go, holy fuck. And I go, this would be great.
I'm gonna get paid to go to school.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck it, that's what I want to do. And I was looking at, so if I continue to go to Kansas City, I'll have to get a fucking student loan, and I'd eventually, because my room and board was so much money. I mean, it was like, I want to say it was like $15,000 a year, or whatever, was for room and board. And so, and I was like, I'd already used so much of the first semester. And then from then on, it would all go to, I wouldn't have to pay anything. So I was like, because I was looking at having to get a loan. And so now my scholarship, the Pell Grants, the whatever, all that money would just go to me directly. So then I'm living in the basement of my mom's house, right? So I created a secondary address. My mother's address was 802 2nd Street in Gillespie. I switched my address to 802 Apartment B. Okay, my brother and I. and we put a fucking mailbox on the side of our house.
Oh my God.
So my brother could have illegal shit mailed to him from certain places. And also, we needed. You guys remember when they used to have the music club?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Where you get all the
Columbia House.
Yeah, the cassettes and the 8-tracks and the albums or whatever. So we got free cassettes for people living in 802 and 802 apartment B. But also I got my fucking check, or I would get a check from my Pell Grant, or whatever. The check would also come to 802 apartment B. Holy shit! And all that money went to me. And my mother's like, "Well, so you're gonna go back to school here? Yeah. Are you getting a job? No.
No, I'm good.
You're not gonna get a job. How are you gonna pay me rent?" I go, "What? Pay you fucking rent? What are you talking about?" "You're gonna have to pay me rent." And I go, "Well, all I live in is about fucking 4 feet of your house. So I live in 4 feet, and I take a shit once a day, and I take a shower once a day. So why don't you figure out what that rent's gonna be?" So I know she has her pen and her hair up, and I'm doing some figures here, trying to find out how much I'm going to charge this fucker to force him to get a job. Okay. So she was going through all these things, and she tells me, "Yes, it's going to be this much per month." And I go, great. And then I go, "All right, let's look at how much per month." So January comes around, right? And I say, "When will I have to pay?" And I go, "Well, I didn't live here in November. I moved in right before Christmas. And so I wouldn't have to pay till January." She goes, "Yeah, you just pay in January." So I was sitting there waiting for the fucking, my money to come in. So I officially transfer, right? My mother doesn't even know I'm transferring officially until after Christmas. But I took care of it all before Christmas. So they send me the Pell Grant money or whatever before the actual semester starts. And then my mother goes, "It's going to cost you, it's going to cost you so much money per month." And I go, "Great. Here's a fucking year's worth. Get off my back."
Damn.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So she told me what it was going to cost per month. And I go, "Oh, here you go." Boom. And I literally gave her the money. And I said, "Yeah, this will cover you for like a year."
Damn.
And I said, "Yeah, take your job and shove it up your ass there." Yeah. So it was.
Did she ask where all this money came from?
No, she didn't. I could have been doing illegal shit. She didn't get. My brother Rob also paid rent. He was selling drugs.
Oh my God.
She didn't give a shit.
As long as she got her money, she can
Here's the other thing. There were also people coming by the house at like 2 a.m. It's like, what is this guy coming by our house at 2 a.m. for? My brother would go, "Yeah, don't worry about it."
Good.
Who is this guy that just walked into our basement? I mean, I literally just got out of the shower. I'm drying my dong, trying to get ready to go out, and I look up and there's some bearded guy literally standing in our room. "Oh, hey man, where's your brother?" I'd be like, "What the fuck?" I'd be like, and my brother was in high school, and I go, "Who is this guy?" And my brother go, "Don't worry about it." And the guy would go off with my brother, and my brother'd come back, and I'd be like, "Who the fuck?" And my brother would go to me and say, "Here you go. Here's $50." I go, "What?"
Here's $50. Keep
I
your
go, "Wait a
mouth
minute.
shut."
I got $50 out of whatever the hell was just going on. Fine,
Right.
okay, we'll take it.
Damn.
So my mom had to know something. She didn't give a shit, you know. She knew she had to know something was going on. Why are there weird guys pulling into our driveway? It wasn't our driveway. Technically, it was our neighbor's driveway that they were pulling into to go to apartment B of this because the basement that we lived in had a whole different entrance from the house.
Uh-huh.
All right. So people, like I said, they would walk in at they would literally come by the house at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night. Or there was a guy that came by at 2 a.m. once. And my brother would pull out he had a suitcase or whatever that he kept under his bed. Then he would pull out the suitcase and then he'd go walk with the people out into my neighbor's backyard or my neighbor's shed or something. And
Oh shit.
and then he'd walk out with suitcase and a wad of cash in his pocket. So he had to be selling drugs. He had to be selling drugs or something.
Yeah.
But I never saw the drugs. I never saw anything. All I know is the suitcase looked lighter. And then once a month he would go. I don't know where he'd go, but once a month he'd be like, "Yeah, I'll be gone tomorrow." I'm like, "You're gonna be gone tomorrow?" I said, "Don't you have school?" Yeah, don't tell mom I'm not going to school. I'd be like, "What?" And then he would. So then he would leave. He'd go somewhere. Then he'd come back with another suitcase. So I never asked. I never asked. All I know is sometimes he'd go to me and he'd say, "Yeah, here's a $20 or here's $50. You don't know." He goes, "You didn't see anything," and I'd be like, "I honestly didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about." Yeah.
Damn.
But he had to be selling drugs.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And I was fine. Until I eventually moved out and moved in with some buddies of mine. I didn't have to get a job. Now I did have to finally get a job when I moved out. We lived in a trailer and stuff, and I had to get a job then. But until then, I didn't need a job because also I decided to start my band back up.
Oh yeah.
So I was making money from doing gigs and stuff. But I'll tell you, my mother said, "Well, your rent is going to be dot. Then she said, "It's going to be this much per month." And I go, there's for the next years. Leave me the fuck alone. And I literally just covered the rent. That was great.
Wow.
And then she decided the next year that her rent, it was too small a number.
Oh shit.
You went
You know what
up.
I mean? Yeah, I should have just paid it. I should have just paid it per month. Said, "Oh, there you go. I'll work hard to get my." She shouldn't. I mean, listen, my brother was paying rent. Yeah, no problem. Here you go.
Right?
He didn't have a job either, and he was paying rent. At this point, my brother Foon moved to. Let's see. Foon was going to high school. My first year of college, Foon was still going to high school. And my younger brother was going to high school too. So Foon was a senior and Rob was maybe a junior. But Rob quit school. He got in a fight with the principal or somebody at the school. He got in a fight with him over something.
Oh damn.
And he goes, "I'll fucking quit right now and get my GED." And they're like, "You can't do that, blah, blah, blah." And he says, "Oh, whatever." And he quit high school. And then he went to, he didn't even take the training for it. But somehow he had to, we grew up in Macoupin County, so there was to get a GED, and I don't remember this whole story, but so he quits high school, and then they tell him, they said, well, there's GED testing is happening it happens once a month or whatever. And so my brother just finds out when they're doing the GED testing, and he goes and he quits high school, right? And he takes the GED test without ever studying anything.
Right.
He takes the GED test like the next month. And he passes it.
Right.
Okay, but here's the deal. So they start looking at where to send the GED or whatever. And then they're like, what was the class you're in high school? When does it graduate? When did it graduate? And he goes, what do you mean, when did it graduate? They said, when did it graduate? And he goes, next year. And they said, you can't. They said, then you technically weren't allowed to take the GED.
Right.
And he's like, what? They said, you technically were not allowed to take this test. And he goes, I showed up at the building. He had to pay I think he had to pay money to take it or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So he showed up and paid like $35. Does that sound right?
That's what I was thinking myself, $35.
So he showed up, paid $35, took the test. I don't think he got anything wrong on it. And then he went to do his thing, and then they told him they couldn't give him the whatever.
Right.
Because his class still needed to go to high school for another year. And he's like, what the fuck? They said, you can't take a GED and pass it
until your class has graduated.
The rest of your class actually graduates from high school.
Yep.
So I don't know how the hell that went down, but my brother was pissed.
Somebody
would have
fucked up.
been too.
So, but I don't know if he had to take it again. I don't know, because eventually, like a year later, his class graduated from high school. I don't know if he just had to wait for then, and then they sent him the certificate, or how it worked.
Right.
But that's how he graduated or got a GED. And because he got in a big fight with the principal, or I can't remember who the hell there was a fight at his school, and he's like, fuck it, I quit. And they're like, and he had good grades. They said, you can't quit. And he goes, why can't I? They said, you can't quit high school. And he goes, fuck it, I quit. And that's what he did. So he went and I don't know if he had to take it again or not, but I'm sure he would have passed it. I mean, he was
I bet they just made him wait.
He was brilliant. My brother was a brilliant guy. He was just smarter than everybody else. Yeah. But I know he wanted to walk into that high school with his GED certificate and tell them, fuck you. And they couldn't give it to him. So, but for some reason, I remember him having to wait or whatever. But but it did, but $35, but this is a long time, but this is over.
Oh yeah.
This is 40 years ago or whatever. But yeah, $35 seems about right. And the story of him waiting sounds correct, right? I think that's how it went down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah. So he was selling dope, and at least allegedly, I don't know, but he was doing something, getting money, and he was doing fine. He paid that rent like, yeah, here's your rent. But he paid monthly. I'm sure he could have paid in advance like me.
Chances are he was probably on that day he was not at school. He was probably driving to St. Louis to the airport.
Well, yeah, he was going to
pick
get
up a
more.
He had to pick up, he had to pick up the weed.
Yeah.
Because I think it was only weed.
Well,
This would have been in the 80s.
Oh yeah, there was big
I'm
deals.
sure.
Yeah. Believe me, I know.
Were you buying weed in the 80s?
Oh fuck yeah. Well, late 80s.
Did you ever go to a 802 apartment B
No.
in Gillespie and buy some weed
At 2 a.m. and
at 2 a.m.?
No, but I had other places.
No, there were times that I was sleeping. Literally, I would be sleeping in our basement apartment, and I'd wake up and there'd be a weird guy standing in our room.
What's up, dude?
And I'll be like, and then all of a sudden I'd see my brother walk back in. I go, what's going on? He goes, nah, just go back to sleep, man. I'd be like, what? And then he'd be going under his bed and taking
He's
out
with
his,
me. He's good.
taking out his suitcase. It wasn't his suitcase. It was one of my, I want to say it was one of my uncle's suitcases from.
Well, it was one of those good hard Samsonite ones. Huh?
Yeah. It was,
oh my god.
The ones they could use. They had the gorilla.
it was a nice, and it was my gay uncle. So it was like, I remember it was very,
Feminine.
it was very decorative, feminine piece.
Oh,
It looked like the suitcases a female flight attendant would
okay,
carry
okay,
around. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Kind of an olive cover.
No, I think it was light blue or
light blue.
I think it was light blue or aqua or whatever.
Oh shit! My mom had some of those.
But it was my gay uncle Michael. It was one of the times that he came from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
He would call and say, I'll be coming down for a vacation. And he would come to Gillespie.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh my God. And he'd bring in this fucking suit. I'd be like, oh geez. And I was like a kid and I go, listen, I wouldn't be walking around Gillespie with that luggage. Well, what are you talking about? I go, I don't know if that luggage is something I'd be seen with in this town. Well, what do you mean? I mean, and then he would, sometimes he'd be like, oh, I'm just sick of this house. I'm going to go get a hotel. And it's like, where are you going to get a hotel? He'd be in my hometown saying, I'm going to go stay in a hotel. And it's like, good luck. I didn't even know we had a hotel in Gillespie. But there we had a motel,
Yeah.
a don't tell motel. And he would sometimes come to town and he'd get sick. He'd be like, I'm going to go stay in the motel. And he'd bring that gay aqua luggage with him to the motel. And I'd be like, well,
God.
hold on. I'll swing by that motel and try to find your remains tomorrow. When people see that luggage, those people in Gillespie, they're going to come beat you up.
Wow.
Those were
Yeah.
nice. I remember my mom had one. You open it up, had like a mirror on the inside of the sleeve.
I don't know if it had that, but I know that when he went back to Chicago one of the times, he left a piece of luggage.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my brother took it and hid it in my house. And then as he got older, that's the one he kept under the bed that whatever the hell he had in it, that he would pull out every time people came by our house. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure that's where he kept drugs. Oh, hold on. Let me get my gay luggage. I'm going to grab my gay luggage. And I'd be like, what's in that luggage? When I go, I'm not sure I'd be carrying that neon fucking luggage out every time you go to sell something to somebody. Don't worry about it. I go, whatever. So he had this little piece of gay luggage that he would, that eventually became like a book bag or something, or a backpack thing. And he would eventually put the gay luggage in a backpack. And he'd fling it over his left arm and then he'd walk out. So I don't know what was going on, but I think that's where he kept the God knows what he was selling back then. So, but he never had to work. He just,
Whatever he was selling was taking money.
yeah. He was pretty happy. I know that. But he ended up marrying. He married. His wife went to college for criminal justice.
Oh shit.
That literally is why he started dating her when she was in college. And she was going to school for criminal justice. And he was selling dope in our basement apartment. So it was crazy. You know what I mean? It was nuts. So, and then when she graduated college, my sister-in-law, who's just one of the truly great people, I just love her to death. She was a parole officer or probation officer and I think she might be getting ready to retire. But yeah. But she's been there for a while. So she either she's retired or just about to, but yeah. So they were together for a long time. I wonder if that ever came up. Because, literally, he was selling dope, and eventually she was, I don't know how many of his customers eventually went to her.
Probably several. Good God.
When she'd be like, "Hi, I'm so and so. I'm your probation officer." Oh, great. Well, wait a minute. What's your name? Blah blah blah. Who's your husband? Oh, I know him. I mean, there had to be a lot of that going on. So I wonder how that was for her. So, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Probably very awkward.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell that went, but there was definitely a time frame where that was happening. But I know that when he eventually he got to get a job and stuff. So, but I think it's when they were living together. So she probably forced him. So I don't know if she was ever a cop, but her degree was in some kind of, I don't say it was some type of criminal, whatever. Because like I said, she would have graduated college in the late 80s. So that was how many years ago?
Almost 40.
Yeah, so she's got to either be retired or just about to retire. Because she would have worked for Macoupin County for, she would have worked in Macoupin County for a long time.
Wow.
There's a lot of people who broke the law in that town.
Oh, yeah. There still is.
That had to go through her, as their, But like I said, she might be retired now. So
probably a good possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm checking her Facebook page to see if she's still there. Yeah, I'm looking at her, about stuff, and I don't see that she is.
Right.
Does she still work there, or is she? Yeah, so it doesn't even show that she has a job. So maybe she is retired.
Or because she's a parole officer, maybe she doesn't.
Maybe she kept all that stuff quiet.
Keeps it off the social media.
But like I said, she was definitely, she was parole or probation officer for, you know what I mean, 30 or
Yeah.
40 years. So, yeah.
Damn.
But when she was married to my brother, it was crazy because, you know.
I know I have a relative that's like that.
Did
He
they?
has one of those jobs that he has to be. He's on social media, but he has to use an alias.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that she probably kept that stuff off because I remember there was one time at Christmas or something, we were joking around about one of my brothers starts laughing about there was a guy in Macoupin County that did something outrageous. Want to say he was sleeping with a horse or some kind of crazy.
What the fuck?
There was some
One of
kind of
these.
crazy, you know. Law and Order, the blue suitcase. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, and we were joking about this guy molesting a horse or something, and my brother Foon made some comment, and I want to say this was a Christmas, and then she actually goes. She interrupted that. She goes, actually, that's not how. She goes, that's not how. She corrected something he said, and I go, what do you know about the guy who fucked the horse? And she goes, I don't know it. She goes, I don't know anything. And I'm like, oh my God. And we were bugging her for details. And she goes, I don't know. She goes, I may have heard from some, but I'm telling you, that convinced me that she had to know. And I can't remember what the subject was, but she had to know. She had to be that guy's parole officer.
Uh-huh.
Because there was one thing my brother said that she basically corrected him. She said, that's not, and I can't remember what the piece was, but it was something that convinced me that she was that guy's parole officer. So, and I was always like, holy shit, if she could actually revealed truths about that case,
Oh yeah.
I could have done, 2 years of stuff on air about that. And I never could use any of it. So, yeah, it sucked. But it was it was the guy had sex with a horse or something, or he forced the horse to have. I don't know how it went, but there was something like someone having. There was some kind of horse sex. You know what I mean? And we were joking. We were joking a lot about the someone molesting a horse. So there you go. Ah, shit! But I loved it. I love telling jokes about that stuff. So,
Steve, was it you?
yeah.
um,
Steve would force the horse.
I'm trying to think. No, because I didn't live in Macoupin County until probably 2000.
Did you live? Where did you live in Macoupin County?
I lived in Girard.
How long did you live there?
I lived there for about a year. I was the golf course superintendent at Oakleaf Golf Course.
Yeah.
Yep, I was it. I was the shit.
You
A
liked,
little bit when I got divorced, so 2006.
Did you like living there?
Yeah,
Yeah, Girard's a nice little town.
yeah. I've lived in Staunton. I lived in Girard.
Oh, Staunton's a really nice town.
Yeah. So the bad thing with Staunton is where I lived, because I lived in an apartment that was the converted old bank, and it
Yeah.
had no windows,
Oh shit.
no outside windows, and the bedroom was the safe, and it had no heat in it. It just had the thin metal door. It didn't have the great big metal door in it.
Yeah.
Still had the concrete walls. They all painted. It was colder than shit in there all the time. That's actually when I think I was living with a person,
Who are you living with?
with a lady.
Yeah.
And
an old bank.
I think I might have got the foot problem from her because when I first started dating her, she was having the same issue that I'm having. And she was fighting foot problems and infections, and maybe because we had 5 people living in a 2-bedroom house with 6 cats.
What a fucking
And nobody worked.
Nobody had a job. I thought you said you had a job.
No, I did not when I lived in Staunton.
Oh, all right.
The hell were y'all doing?
Who knows?
Drawing disability.
Good old Steve.
Wow.
Oh, here's a big long story. But, I mean, it's crazy.
So what happened when you lived in Girard? You were fine.
Yeah, I was.
You
fine.
enjoyed that time.
Yes. Yes, I loved living in Girard.
I want to figure out where I want to live.
I like Williamsville, although it's not much happening, but they do have a Casey's if you ever need to order pizza. That's pretty damn good. And they bring it right out to your car.
They bring it right out to you. Do you drive? Do you have to drive and get it, or?
Yeah, I have to drive and get it, but they'll bring it right to the curb. Like I ordered pizza, like 12-pack of water.
Yeah.
Some fruit.
Mm-hmm. 12-pack of water. Try again.
Some apples and some oranges. And they brought it right to my truck.
Boy.
There you go, where you can move to Edinburgh.
Oh, did Dan find me a place in Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Come on out here.
I'm not going to live in fucking Edinburgh. What the hell do you think
What's
I am?
wrong with Edinburgh?
What kind of trash do you... What kind of trash do you think I am to where I could live comfortably in Edinburgh? I'm sure Edinburgh's a nice little place, but here's the problem with it. Here's the problem. If you just want to run out to the store,
Yep.
or you just need to pick something up, where you got to go?
Taylorville's right down the road.
Well,
Walmart's
fuck.
it's 10 miles down the road. Walmart's right there.
It's just too far. You know what I mean?
Nah. It's not that far.
Like, I like where I live now. I get in my car. I drove 8 minutes. I drove 8 minutes to go work out. And then I drive 8 minutes home. I'm done.
Right.
I'm done. You know? So, like people yesterday were like, oh, you should look at living in Gillespie, which is where I grew up. And I'd be like, I'd live there fine, but I'm going to have to tell my wife, every morning you're going to have to wake up and drive to fucking Springfield to do your job. My wife's going to be like, fuck no. And it takes everything for her to, you know, get out of bed and get to work at the time, you know.
Yeah, well, they don't have to do it an hour earlier.
Yeah, now it'd be like an hour earlier. She'd literally have to leave for work at 6:30 in the morning or whatever. Fuck that. And then in the winter,
oh yeah,
you know, fuck that. Yeah. So I need to find a place, you know. Listen, it won't take that long if I find a place for myself. It won't take that long. I see that Irene says, Ray, it doesn't seem like you have a ton of choices. No, this is what I'm saying. No, I would have a ton of choices. I'm going to eliminate these pets.
I don't want them.
I would eliminate the pets. That's the one thing. I don't know what I'd do without
No,
my
he's
pets.
not.
I mean, I love this freaking pug. This pug. Here's my pug right now. Here's my dog. You guys can see him. He's
Yep.
he's
Oh,
sleeping on the
Chester.
floor. He's sleeping on the floor next to me.
Yep.
There's my little buddy.
He loves his daddy.
Yeah. And then I got my cat who sleeps with me whenever I want to nap or anything. So, yeah. So now I got to find a new place to live. Oh my God. It's such a hassle. And then I had to
Almost
contact
everywhere you
I had to
look.
contact Goose yesterday. There's a reason Goose isn't on the show.
Oh shit.
Because he usually calls in, he's on every show, but
Yeah.
he was not happy last night when I told him, I said, yeah, we're going to have to move again. He's like, what? He goes, I'm going to have to move you again? I go, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. I go, yeah, sorry, man. Sorry. No, but Dan's talking about Edinburgh. No, if it was a nice house, fuck, I'd move to Edinburgh. But listen, I don't want to drive a half hour to go work out every day. You know, I don't. It's like people say, "What about Verdun or Girard or Auburn?" I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to drive
Right.
a fucking half hour just to go work out. You know.
Right. But rent is cheaper in those smaller little towns, and because it's crazy. I was on Zillow looking last night, and rent is just freaking outrageous.
Yeah, like
Oh.
the place we have now. The whole reason we're moving is because they and they talked to my wife yesterday. They said, yeah, we're gonna go in and, you know, of course you guys will have to move when you guys move out. We'll go in and
replace the
Right.
carpet.
we'll replace the carpeting. We'll give a new paint job, and we're gonna raise rent up to over $2,000 a month. And my wife's like, well, what will you keep it? Can't you keep it as is and has us? And they go, no. Because they know they can get it.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It might be time to look to buy
It
something,
might be.
which I don't want to
I
do
would.
because I eventually want to look at buying something in a warmer climate.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So I'm in my 50s now. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So my wife's got a nice she's got a nice job, but she was offered a higher paying job in a beautiful, warm part of this country. I mean, she was offered a really nice job to be head of HR or whatever for a really nice company. And it was in a warm part of the country. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, that's what we should be looking at is there. And then she's like,
Right.
well. And then she starts telling me, well, we have this, and everything had to do with my daughter.
Well, maybe it would do her better if she was in a warmer climate too.
And I was like, well, what the hell? Well, you know, she could stay here if she wants. I don't care. You know what I mean? Just move us down to a warmer climate.
Right.
Oh well. She goes, well, you have your audience here, and this is. I go, so what? I said, we're on the internet.
Yeah.
You can be anywhere.
I said, we could live anywhere, and I could do this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Oh well. So I could.
You
I could-
realize though that all three of us. I've only been on the show for a year, but all three of us in the last year have moved. You've moved from when I started
I'll be
doing
moving
the show.
twice.
Yeah, I
should-
moved.
I should move to that
Christina
white
moved.
trash Jacksonville.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't know. With COVID, I don't know.
Well, I've had COVID now.
That's true, but
Too much meth there.
At least I could have a place that has a good pizza.
oh well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that fucking Leo's Pizza.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to, you know, I just want to have a nice place to live.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at, Steve's got some disability thing or whatever that I said, God damn it. We should look at something like that
Yeah.
for my wife and I. But no, they're not going to take kids.
Right. That's correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta move out of the place we're in now and move to a new place. And then here's the thing. We got to get a 3-bedroom. We got to get. If you guys look at the difference in prices from a 2-bedroom to a 3-bedroom.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah,
It's
it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
I couldn't believe that last night when I was looking. What the?
Just look at the cost of.
And one bathroom. You know, you go from a 2-bedroom, one
Yes.
bathroom to a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom, one bathroom. You
Well,
got
my
another
family's.
bathroom.
They're so disgusted by using the same bathroom that I use. You know, they're so disgusted by using the same bathroom that I use.
Well, I understand that because my bathroom is pretty disgusting today.
So now, so my wife needs 2 bathrooms. She goes, I'd even move into a place that has 3 bathrooms. 3 bathrooms.
that way you can have your
How
own.
much you want to
Yeah, everybody can have their own.
How much you want to pay per month? Jesus Christ. We found a place yesterday. And this was the first day of looking. My daughter finds a great place that has, in the main bedroom, that has a bathroom
Uh-huh.
with a nice toilet, nice sink, nice whatever, everything, and a shower. And my wife says, well, I like to take my baths at night.
Huh.
I'm like, okay. The other bathroom, I'm sure, has a tub. And I go, my daughter, I said, it has there's a tub. She goes, yeah, the tub's down the hall in the bathroom that I'd be using. I told my wife, I go, there you go. You could go share her bathroom with hers. You walk after your bath to walk back in the bedroom. I said, take a shower. You know, I said, that for me would be great. That just means all I do is shower.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about baths.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to worry about her coming in the bathroom while you're shitting or anything like that.
So I'm just saying that whole bathroom, the whole bathroom in our bedroom would be for me.
Yeah. But that's not going to happen because that will benefit you.
Yeah, no, here's what
Yeah.
happens. Like I'll have the bathroom in our bedroom for me to use, but my wife will have all her makeup and all the bullshit in there that she needs. So whenever I need to take a dump, will be exactly when she's in there applying makeup or something. You know what I mean? That's exactly how that would work. Ah, jeez. Where I'd be like, oh, I got to take a dump. Well, I have to apply my makeup or whatever. And so I would not be allowed in the bathroom. Yeah. But, oh, well. Yeah, so we got to find some place that's... But here's the deal. It's like we're moving out of this place because we can't afford, as they're going to raise the rent. The places we're looking at are so expensive.
Yeah.
They're literally just under what they want to move this rent to.
Yeah, it's
And
ridiculous.
you know.
Yeah, and then a lot of them don't allow pets. That's another
Yeah.
thing.
That's what I mean. That's why I wish that we got to get rid of the pets. This stupid love for our pets. It's time to get rid of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's not going to happen.
You got a pug dog and a cat, and none of them are close to death age.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? None of them are close to death age.
If you moved in over here by me, you can hire Christina.
Well, I think that we,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I think we need to look at something we could buy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense too.
Shit. So, yeah, it
Sounds
sucks.
like that's what you need to do.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, so I don't know. We're just starting the process. We're just starting the process of moving. All right, Dan. We need lyrics for a song tonight. Steve can't find his penis any longer. It's caught up in his fupa, don't you know? He sits and prays that it would just get longer. This will be on tonight's subscriber show. Steve can't find his penis any longer. It's folded in his fupa, don't you know? He starts digging stronger. He only wishes he had the strength to let it grow. He tells himself that he can't hold that forever. He says he looks for nothing as he tries, but his penis just hides in that fupa every morning. That's we need a song about Steve's penis hiding tonight. And even as he searches, I don't even know how he digs in there. Sometimes he uses a pencil. So tonight we'll have a song. We'll have a song about. And Steve
can't find his penis anymore.
He's forgotten what he's done. There you go. It'll be a song about Steve not being able to find his penis tonight. So.
We'll have 3 songs tonight.
Yeah, Dan. I see Dan says 3
3.
songs. I can't wait.
Oh boy.
Are they all songs about Steve, or is there a song about Ray getting COVID?
Yeah, I hope there is.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way Ray's got to move again.
Yeah.
Just can't wait to raise and move again.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
Ray's on the move again.
Where are we gonna? Well, we got to sing about. Will there be a song about my moving, Steve? That's a really good one.
Oh boy.
I think that's
Dan.
a good idea.
Dan said
Yeah.
there's a Ray song.
Is there a song about Ray getting COVID, or is it about the moving, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to figure out.
Ray's gotta move now.
Ray's got to move again. Yes, it's time for Ray to move again. That's when he's gonna try to make some friends. Holy shit, Ray's got to move again. He's got to move again. He's going places that he's never been. Seeing things that he may never see again. Holy shit, Ray's got to move again.
Hey,
He's got to move again. Well, he's got no friends to help him move his garbage. He's got to move again. He'll be rekindling all those relationships and he'll be miserable. He's got to move again. And Goose is sad again. Goose is sad because Ray's got to move again. They'll be using Steve's truck and he'll be bitching again. Holy shit, Ray's got to move again.
fucking ramps.
Yep, Steve will be bitching nonsense. Well, you let him use my truck and it cost 18 gallons of gas to move all his shit. And then whatever neighborhood we're going to move into, they're going to think some kind of hillbillies. I got to find my ramps.
There goes the fucking neighborhood.
Ray's got to move again. Like a band of gypsies, his friends will be bitching. He's got to move again. But who is left to lift his garbage as he moves again? Ray's got to move again. Hopefully he'll lose a couple pets along the way. I thought love was making music with your friends. Now Ray's got to get some friends because he's got to move again. Yep.
Yeah.
Ray's got to move again. I can't wait. That'll be a fun one. So there'll be a song about. Will there be a song about me having COVID?
I think there is.
Is there a COVID song? I'll be damned. We should do. We need to do a Stone song.
Oh, it's a surprise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We need to do a Stone song. COVID. La, 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 Ray's got the cough. He just can't sleep at night. He's feeling stuffy and so distracted.
Thought he was gonna die.
Yeah, he's got the COVID again. Yeah, they're saying, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what Karen suggested. That's a good one.
Ray Barona.
Ray's got the Rona. That's a good one, Karen. That's a good one. Yeah, so subscriber show tonight.
Oh yeah.
Subscriber show tonight's got a couple of different songs, so who knows?
Yeah.
Don't you want to check out what these songs are going to be? Ray's got the Rona. That's Steve on the bass. Ooh, my little pretty one, a coughing one. Don't you see that Ray's got Rona? Ray's got Rona. Oh man, it'll be a good one. I can't wait. Woo! Ray's got the Rona. And his wife came home from work. She was sick. Ray still wanted to have sex. The next day, he's coughing, don't ya? Ray, yay, 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 yay. Woo! Ray's got the Rona. Ray's got Rona. I don't know what song we're going to do. Dan says 3 songs. I know for one is Steve can't find his penis any longer. But Dan says there's 2 more.
Oh, boy.
Now, the only way to hear the songs tonight are to have a subscription to the Morning Disaster.
Oh, boy.
You must have a paid subscription. I'm not even sending scholarship people.
Oh, yeah, today's the new
Well
month,
worth
too.
it.
What?
Today's the new month, too.
Oh, is
so
it? Yeah.
Good day to start.
Today's a good day to start. Yeah.
Yep.
September 1st.
Yeah. This is a good day to start. Yeah. So
One of my friends' boys turned 16 years old. Oh, shit. Get off the road.
I'm sorry. What happened?
A friend of mine's boy turned 16 today.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a crazy son of a bitch.
So the kid turned 16 and you're warning us?
Yeah, stay off the sidewalks in Quincy, Illinois.
Oh, where's the kid live?
Quincy.
Oh, well, fuck. I don't live I never go to Quincy. Thank God. I don't want to get, I would hate to be in a car accident in Quincy. Good Lord. All I know is Steve can't find his penis any longer. It's stuck way up in his fupa once again.
What
He's
started
pushed his
out
finger-
in
he
that
can't-
page used to get longer.
He can't push his fingers up any longer. He'll try to use a pencil. He'll try to use a pencil and eraser once again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I could see Steve having a pencil and go, "What's that pencil for, Steve?" Oh, that's what I stick up my fupa hole to try to push my penis out to pee. Yeah. See, Christina's got a penis pencil.
There you go.
That's what Steve sticks up in the fupa to push out and goes out. To pull the penis out of it. Oh, hold on, let me get my pencil. What's that pencil for?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
This has a hook on it. Will that help?
Oh, shit. Oh.
yeah. That's how he gets the penis out. Yeah.
Oh, that was hurt. Oh.
Then he has a candle he sticks up his ass. He sticks a candle up his ass and then lights it. So when it warms up, it puts pressure on the prostate.
Oh my god.
And then the prostate prostate pokes it out. Then he gets it to poke out. That's how he finds it again. Steve can't find his penis any longer. Oh, I just can't wait. We'll see if this these songs are any good. We'll see if they're any good. We do the songs tonight, 3 of them. Oh, I can't wait.
Yes.
So this is our free show today. And then, of course, tonight will be the subscriber show. So I just can't wait. So let's do a good subscriber show.
I never thought about that. If
Yeah.
somebody pushed their thumb up my butt, will my dick poke out?
Why don't you stick your own thumb
Yeah.
up your ass?
Well, I was saying maybe he's with a woman. She wants to get with him.
Well, I've
All
got a
she has to do
dildo.
is
Yeah.
stand by.
I've got a dildo.
Bend over, Steve.
Maybe she can find your G spot and make
Yeah.
it pop out.
Get it to come out.
Then you could bring a hook over, Christina. When it gets close, I could hook it like when you graft a fish, it's
Right.
Yeah.
pull it out.
And I want to get my hair cut too.
Somebody told me to pull it out, tie a string around it with a weight.
You know, when we first met Marvin, it's a true story. He had a tennis shoe.
Oh shit.
All right. And he had the shoelace of this is a crazy story. He had the shoelace of the tennis shoe tied around the end of his penis. All right. And this is a true story. This is in 98 when we first met him. Mikey finds out where he lives and goes by Marvin's house. All right. So they knock on the door and Marvin answers the door.
Oh,
Marvin
God.
answers the door and his penis is hanging out above his pants or above his shorts that he's wearing. And at the end of his penis, there's a shoelace tied to it. And it's tied in a knot. And Mikey looks at the penis and then the shoelace, and then he follows the lace down. And then at the very end of the shoe or the very end of the shoelace, there's a tennis shoe just hanging. And Marvin said, or Mikey goes, Marvin, why is there a tennis shoe hanging from your penis? And Marvin said, well, I'm just trying to lengthen it to where there's more length on the penis. And then he would put stuff in the tennis shoe. Which is just about it's the craziest. Think about it. It's the craziest way to meet someone. Can you imagine meeting someone like that? Yeah.
no.
So Marvin tied a tennis shoe onto the end of his penis. And then he just, whenever he walked or did anything, the tennis shoe would, cause his penis to, he said he was trying to lengthen it. I don't know what I just wondered, I go, how in the hell is a shoestring? I mean, a shoestring tied to the end of a penis seems like at some point that would be an issue of just having that tied to the head of your penis.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but he did have a tennis shoe tied to it for a long time. So yeah.
Steve, don't even.
So
Don't
that he
try it.
tied a tennis shoe onto the end of his penis, but he said it lengthened it. So I you know, I don't know why or when, or I don't know if he's still got length on that penis or what's happening, but he had a tennis shoe tied to it.
Ask Irene; she would know.
Yeah, Irene, you've seen his naked penis. It still have a length.
I noticed on Facebook there was I don't know about you guys, but I get a Facebook ad for these drops that you can buy them and drop them on your penis and make it bigger.
Wait a minute, you have a what?
Facebook. I get these Facebook ads.
What are you looking at that these ads become?
You had to have looked it up.
No. I literally be scrolling my Facebook, and there'll be an ad that says "Want to be bigger," and I have to go back and look at it because it's got a picture of a little Peter and a bigger Peter, and a bigger Peter.
Okay, but you must have looked about Peter lengthening or something in order to see these ads, because I've never seen an ad. I've never seen an ad for any kind of Peter lengthening.
There's these drops. I thought, I admit that a couple years ago I got into one of those scams where I ordered. Ended up with like $50 worth of all these pills, and I said to take all these pills, and
that did nothing.
And they did absolutely nothing, but continually charged my credit card $50 a month till I finally just canceled the card and said, "Fuck it, give me a new card."
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I've only found one thing that works, and that's Viagra.
Thank you, Steve. Well, I don't know about lengthening your flaccid penis, or I'd like to shrink it up sometimes. I'll tell you that. It gets in the way.
Oh no! Will you take my word? It's tougher when it's smaller.
Well, I'm just saying that it gets in the way. You know, I like to shrink up my balls too. You know what I mean? Oh my God. They just get in the way of things. There needs to be a button you can hit where it's just, you know, everything sucks up into the fupa, just to get it out of the way. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
And then like you hit the button before, like you're gonna take a shower, so you go, all right, let me hit the button, and then it all comes out so you can clean it. You know. Like if you're riding a bike, you know what I mean? You could suck it all up, or if you
right,
you know. But look at bike riding. When's the last time you think Christine has ridden that bike?
Oh,
I bet she hasn't ridden that bike in
when did
a couple months.
Yeah, since right before you had COVID.
Yeah, you know that kid of hers.
I think I went like Monday or something. I can't remember.
I bet that kid of hers doesn't want to go out in that little cage now.
Yeah.
Oh no, he loves it. I wake him up and you want to go? And he said, yeah, I want to go for a bike ride. He loves it.
It's too hot. Sweat to death in that
It's
thing.
been nice and cool in the mornings. I get up and it's actually kind of chilly.
Wait till next week. Summer's coming back.
Supposed to get hot again, huh?
Yeah, back up by the night.
I'll tell you, it's been hot this week. Like I need to end the show. I need to end the show half an hour ago, but I'm gonna get out of my house immediately and try to get I want to get one of those egg and cheese biscuits.
Oh yeah.
I want to go get one before my workout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Hardee's.
Oh, those are the best.
And get one of those.
I love their biscuits.
Yeah. Can you just get a biscuit with just egg and cheese? I don't want any.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want any meat on it. I just give me the egg and cheese. That's what I'm thinking. Get a biscuit and then go work out.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the plan. Get a biscuit, drink some water,
Yeah. Yeah.
work out, and then come home and worry about everything else.
Yeah.
And then I think I got to get weighed today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
So I hope the biscuit doesn't put any weight on me.
Oh, it probably.
I'll end up being like a pound over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a shit first.
Take a good long passing of the stools before I go get weighed. Hey, I need to pass my stools. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, we should probably end the show. It's been going long enough. We've been going for
Oh, boy.
almost 2 hours. Anything else? If not, you'll have to tune in tonight for the subscriber show. This is the last free show of the week, though. I want to thank our wonderful sponsors who have made today possible. Let's thank Recon Tex. Recon Tex, call 217-670-1132 and let Recon Tex detail your car and get it looking just top notch for the summer. Or why not get a coating? Get a coating on your car, which means you get a good coating. You wouldn't have to wax your car for like the next so many years. If you get a good coating on it, get your car ready for the next event. Maybe you want to get in one of these car shows.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're just going to get in one of those, some kind of rides or whatever. Make sure your car looks good. Get it taken care of at Recon Tex. And Just Beds. How about Just Beds? They are the yawn exterminators. Call Just Beds today at 217-698-6179. Just Beds. I sleep in a Just Beds Bemco mattress every night. We got my daughter a new bed from Just Beds not that long ago, and she loves it. All she talks about is how great that bed is. And then I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna live here longer.
Maybe next time she mentions it.
Yeah, and maybe next
You should
maybe
say
next
that
time
bed
we'll
looks a lot better in your own place.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep whatever shitty bed she had, because then maybe she'd want to move out. Oh well. Yeah. No, I love having my daughter live, I love having her live in my house. I hope she lives with me till she's 50. I really do. Oh, there's the new Smoke Signals logo, which I heard last night, where Dan said you should do a T-shirt with you're goddamn.
Yeah.
You're right. You should do a T-shirt with
I'd wear
Smoke
it.
Signals.
Dan said he'd wear it. I'd wear it all over.
You should do it. You should take that logo and put it on a T-shirt.
If I could get my T-shirt designer to do it, I'll get the shirt for myself because I'll try to order the right size.
Yeah.
But that look good.
Yeah, make sure you get a bigger shirt.
Oh, I got a
there's
blue.
No bitching.
Could we do that on blue? I got a blue shirt right now.
No, it wouldn't look. It needs to be on black.
I'll tell
The
you.
greens will stand out better.
Put that on a black shirt. That's a good looking logo.
Yeah.
A panda smoking a bong.
Yeah.
They should put Steve on the Bears. See the Bears wearing a shirt?
Uh-huh. Oh,
You should put the word Steve. You should put the word Steve on the pandas to where the panda's wearing a shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you'd end up. Now that's a good logo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh well. That's
I'm sure the person that designed it can probably figure out how to make it
Yeah.
look better. I think he did an excellent job this way it is.
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah. So I'll get that done, then I'll come back and see you guys this afternoon at 6 o'clock for a subscriber show. 6 o'clock tonight, new subscriber show with three different songs.
Yeah.
Starting with Steve can't find his penis
anymore.
any longer. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I am so excited. Steve can't find his penis any longer. It's folded in his fupa, don't you know? He's dug his fingers up there and he's stronger. Now it's time to get a pencil, don't you know? He tells himself if he pokes his rear end, it'll come out. So he takes a candle and lights it up in the back. I need lyrics for it. I can't wait for the Steve Lost Penis song. And even as Steve wanders up his fupa hole,
It'll ever work again.
he'll find his soul. He's getting closer. God, I can't wait. Well, Steve can't find his penis anymore. He's forgotten what he started searching for. It's time to bring this ship into the shore and throw away the oars forever. 'Cause Steve can't find his penis anymore. He's forgotten what he's started looking for. If he needs to push tweezers up the hole, go deep into his soul forever. It's a good lead, Steve. Oh man, I can't wait for tonight.
You can't find it.
It'll be a good song tonight. I can't wait for a song about Steve's penis. All right, guys, we're gonna go and we'll give you that song tonight. Thank you so much for watching us today. Listen to the show. Have a great rest of your Thursday. So long. If you want to subscribe, go to morningdisaster.net and there says the button right there that says subscribe. Just click on it. That'll take you over to the Patreon page. Subscribe. Pay your, I think tier 3 is going to get you tonight's show. Just buy a tier 3 subscription. You're good to go.
Yep.
Tier 3 will get you. Tier 3 will get you Goose's show on Monday, Smoke Signals Tuesday, Stainless Wednesday, the Morning Disaster show on Thursday night, and then of course you'll get our Friday and Saturday shows.
Yep.
Just get a tier 3. Get a tier 3 subscription.
By the way,
tier 4 subscribers got a great episode last night. A great episode last night of Classic Disaster Podcast. If you heard last night's, there was an episode from, I want to say it was 2004 that was on last night that was fantastic. It was a very funny show. And it was me, Lamb, and Sean Balint. and Rage Against the Machine and all kinds of stuff. It was just a funny. And it was the show where Jim the photographer gave an interview with the Illinois Times all about his ass getting blown up. So if you didn't hear last night's classic podcast, I highly recommend it. Last night's classic podcast was fantastic. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Bye-bye. Steve can't find his penis any longer.